Good afternoon, I'm Miles Savage, lead singer from the Platters, and you're here with us this afternoon at WBOC's historic Studio D. You are watching Delmarva Live. Let's hear it, y'all.
Can't wait to hear from Miles a little later in the show. You don't want to miss that. Well, it's said to calm you down, relieve migraine headaches, keep away bugs and infection. I'm talking about lavender. On top of all of that, it smells good and is beautiful to look at. Now imagine fields of lavender. You can find them right here on Delmarva, and once you get there, you may not want to leave. Nestled near Cool Spring in Sussex County, you'll find what arguably could be the most peaceful lot around.
People always say, I feel so calm here.
And that's likely because behind this farmhouse, among the wildflowers and barns, you'll find fields of lavender.
Just beautiful place to be. I mean, it's just like living in a garden.
Sharon Harris bought the lavender farm 10 years ago when she traveled to the Milton farm to purchase some lavender for her garden in Baltimore.
I came out to buy a plant and I bought the whole farm. I actually wasn't going to do a lavender farm initially, but the ladies, local ladies, the garden clubs, they said, you know, we're the only lavender farm in Delmarva.
That's when she asked two friends to go into the lavender farm business with her. One of those friends, Marianne Atu.
Absolutely, it was nothing on the horizon. It wasn't on a bucket list. It wasn't on anything. It just came up as an opportunity with two friends, and it sounded like a nice thing to try to do.
And they must be doing something right. Last year, they had 15,000 visitors to the farm.
Our business really doubled and tripled every year until 2008, and then with the economy, it just kind of leveled off. Now it's sort of going back up again.
So on this side of the property, we have all English. We do have some mix-in.
Heather Sullivan is chief of farm operations. She says they grow 36 varieties of lavender.
Lavender comes in many varieties and many sizes. We have whites and pinks that people don't know about. We of course have purple, from dark purple to the pale lavender of Provence that you see here. And of course we have white.
And there are nearly as many uses.
It's a bug repellent, it's an antiseptic, it's a calmative, it's calming, and you can eat it. Not the oil, but the plant.
The Lavender Fields gift shop is stocked floor to ceiling with all things lavender.
We also partner with local artisans, people who make things that they don't make enough to have their own shop. And so as long as it's lavender themed or whatever, we sell it in our shop. We buy it from them and we sell it. So we have candle makers, we have jelly and jam makers, we have quilters, we have potters, we have soap makers, and they use our lavender and our lavender oil, and we make, you know, so they make some of the stuff and we make a lot of it too ourselves.
One of the biggest sellers is Bug Away,
which is all natural bug repellent, no chemicals, no DEET or anything like that. And you know, a lot of times doctors will prescribe that for particularly women that are pregnant. They don't want them using DEET, and a lot of parents don't want DEET on their children.
And because lavender is said to calm you down, many folks use it to battle sleepless nights.
A lot of people that come in here with sleeping problems, and we actually have a little pillow that people can put in their pillowcase, or they can buy essential oil and put it on a piece of cotton and put it in their pillowcase. Lavender
is extremely easy to grow.
It's a semi-arid plant. It doesn't want any water. You put it in the ground and basically neglect it.
These plants were just harvested and will be harvested again in a couple of months.
Hi Carl, hi Rex. What are you hanging, Rex?
After harvest, it's bundled and hung to dry. The buds are collected and used to make everything in the store, with some exceptions.
We don't make our own oil. It takes 200 pounds of lavender to make 8 ounces of it.
And to my surprise, lavender has several culinary uses too.
That's one of my most favorite. All around me are all the things, and most people don't think of lavender as something that you would eat. And it's really very good in things that you can warm up, such as when you're making creme brulee or ice cream. When you warm up the cream, you put the lavender buds into the cream. You let it steep like you do tea, and then you sift out the buds, and then you use the cream that has had the lavender infused in it.
Lavender Fields is a business, but Sharon sees it as more of a hobby.
I think of it as a glorified lemonade stand, you know, and people get a kick out of us because we're all over 65. There's 3 of us. We're all retired from other professions, and here we are doing this.
And surrounded by all this lavender, retirement should be relaxing and stress-free. And the farm itself dates back to the 1760. In 1958, it was sold to the Brittingham family who started Lewis Dairy. And if you want a stress-relieving sugar body scrub without shelling out a lot of money, we have a recipe for one using lavender buds from Lavender Fields, and Jimmy's going to help us make it, aren't you?
And you know, if I can do it, you can do it too.
That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this all together. It's things you find in the kitchen. You got a cup of sugar.
Okay.
You got 3/4 of a cup of sea salt. We got a tablespoon of lemon juice, a tablespoon of olive oil.
Right.
Extra light.
Okay.
We have a tablespoon of lavender essential oil. And that's very strong. And then we have a little over, it says a teaspoon of lavender buds, but I put in a couple, maybe 2 or so.
You got generous.
Just a little bit more. So what you're going to do first, Jimmy, is you're going to mix the sugar and salt together in this bowl.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to use as an exfoliant. And what an exfoliant does is it kind of takes the dry skin off of your, you have that dry skin, and that's what the salt and sugar is going to do for that. So once you mix all that together, then you're going to add the lemon juice. Got a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then a tablespoon of the olive oil, which, as we know, is for moisturizing. We've got a tablespoon of the lavender oil.
I wish I could tell you how good this smells.
Yeah, it does smell good. And then go ahead and put in your lavender buds and mix all of that together. And that's pretty much the whole recipe.
How does this turn out when you're done with it? I mean, is it like a real dry powder?
No, it's almost like, it's almost like oil and sugar together.
Oh, okay.
Like when you're making, you're creaming butter. You know how sometimes you have butter and sugar and you cream it together. It's kind of like that consistency. And what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to put it on your face or on your hands and kind of just rub it a little bit. And that's how you exfoliate.
Oh, that smells
And then rinse it off. And
so
I did some, you can actually make these into some pretty gifts. I made some jars here.
Oh, yeah.
Put some in the jars, and I have some flowers and some ribbon, and it makes a really nice gift for friends.
So just go ahead and dish it up.
Go ahead and dish it in there, and you can take that home to Carol and tell her, exfoliate away. Plus, of course, it's going to relax her too, make her calm. So, of course, if you would like the recipe, we have it on our website, delmarvalife.com. We also have the shopping list there as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Liking this.
All right.
This is good stuff here.
Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, is gold a little too volatile for you to comfortably invest in?
Well, our next guest explains the value of silver and just how green it should turn your finger. But first,
Delmarva Life, or Delmarva told us who you think makes up Delmarva Life's best businesses, restaurants, activities, and hotspots. You nominated. Now it's time for you to vote. It's easy to vote for your favorite. Just go to delmarvalife.com and click on Delmarva Life's best contest banner, then vote.
It's 1 vote per person per day, so tell your family and your friends to join in. Once the votes are tallied, we'll unveil the top 3 winners in each category on delmarvalife.com. Some businesses could even be featured right here on Delmarva Life.